That belongs in a museum.
Seems so efficient though. You can use all 8 of your mana. You get 4 missiles from the unstable portal. It's kind of like getting those at 3-4.
Flamewaker has 4 health too. It's very important against cards like Deadly Poison.
It's hard to remove, but he decides to go for the. Well,
so some people might be wondering why Snail would make this play when he has Flamewakers in hand, and the reasoning is the minion that you get out of Unstable Portal, you know, might be a more expensive one. By playing Unstable Portal first there, he says, okay, if I get a cheap minion, I can still play Azure Drake, but if I get an expensive one, I can play it right now.
Yeah.
So he misses out on the Flamewaker value that's guaranteed, but he potentially set himself up for a better outcome.
His nerves, but maybe this is his way of dealing with the nerves and making sure he's getting things right. And honestly, it's hard to criticize too much of his play so far, so maybe it's working.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been playing great so far.
He's opting to make kind of the conservative play here. A little bit worried about that flurry.
I think you're gonna play it because one of the flurries was already played right on the early turn with the Edwin. So there's only one remaining, and holding on to the scientist, how much value is there? So yeah, lethal. I would have liked to see that, but I don't hate this too much.
If you get flurried there, is the extra 2-mana vanilla 2/2 in your hand really going to help you climb back onto the board? So yeah, I would have liked to come out there, but he holds it back. I'm sure he's a little bit scared of the options in his opponent's hands. He's seen a sprint, so he knows a lot of options have come into hand recently that he doesn't have too much information on. So sight unseen, he just decides to hold back a little bit of pressure.
Yep, 1 fireball remaining left for Snail, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So he's looking to pick that up. Oh!
Hey, that guy's good.
Hello.
I've heard about this minion.
Is it any good?
It reminds me a lot of War Golem, Savjz. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, Dr. Boom comes down. There's a very real possibility that the Boombots will just end up being lethal here. So Chess Dude is going to have to find some creative way of dealing with this. Lotheb is not what you want here. You discussed earlier, Lotheb, how powerful it is for tempo when you're ahead. In this situation, it doesn't really do a great deal. Any Frostbolt or Fireball that's drawn off the top from Snail on the following turn will be playable anyway. So
Aims to oil up his minions. If this oil lands on one of the freshly spawned 1/1s, I believe that's just going to be game right there because of that Dr. Boom.
Yeah, just only one way to clear.
We're good.
We got it.
Yep.
Okay, so technically not dead just yet.
Yeah, he does have to cash in basically his entire board into this 7/7. Does get to play a Lotheb on top of it, but there is a 9/1 dagger right now that is not doing a great deal.
Yeah, we saw Snail opt to ping an apprentice last turn rather than develop a minion. When he knows that he wants to maximize the odds of Boombots being lethal, but also that he's going to have the mana to play these minions next turn anyway.
Right.
Opts not to ping a minion first.
Yeah,
that's immediately punished.
So if you're straight going for lethal there, it is optimal to ping one of the 1/1s first to maximize your chance for lethal. Obviously, the ping gives you the flexibility of being able to ping face at the end, but odds-wise, it's dramatically better if you ping off one of the minions first. So second one does go face, puts the rogue down to 3, so we are very, very close to lethal. I imagine the ping to face is just going to come down every turn here.
Yeah.
Wow. Or not.
Okay.
Or
well,
not.
that's surprising.
Snail knows that Chess Dude has no cards in his hand, and he's playing around the chance that Chess Dude draws Blade Flurry. Because he knows that this Scientist alone is lethal anyway.
One Blade Flurry in the deck, and he's playing around his opponent top decking it. A little bit surprising. I feel like this might be a mistake because he's giving Chess Dude some extra time.
This might be the nerves that the Snail mentioned coming into play a little bit. He wants to make the more conservative play. He has this nightmare scenario mapped out in his head where, you know, Blade Flurry comes off the top and blows up my board and there's Lotheb, but honestly, this play might be correct if we really think about it. I mean, I'm not going to say it's 100% wrong. Imagine he plays every minion in his hand and it gets flurried.
I mean, okay, I can get on board with holding stuff back. What I can't get on board with is not pinging him in the face. He's on 3 health. He's on 3 health right now. Yeah. Like, you know, sure, hold back some resources to play against removal, but he's on a clock right now. Increase that clock every turn. Just ping him in the face and get the job done.
I would love to also like see at least 2 out of 3 of the minions. Maybe save the Flame Waker if you get a spell, but
yeah,
as it is, there's 14 power from Chess Dude, so if he chooses to play his entire hand right now, something like an Eviscerate from the top, it would just win Chess Dude the game, so now it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, I think Snail has to recognize that it's time to go all in at this point.
Nope.
And hold off on the Flame Waker.
This is good enough for me. I'm
yeah,
not going to criticize this. Let's see what it is. He needs an Eviscerate.
Looked very much like Eviscerate to me. It was. Oh my god, the punish.
Yeah, Snail paying the ultimate price in this particular game. Chessdude finds the Eviscerate for exact lethal.
Wow.
What a heartbreak from Snail.
Very rare that you see an Eviscerate for exactly 2 damage. An uncomboed Eviscerate just winning the game, but honestly, we can paint that any way we want it, but Snail gave that game up. He could have loaded up the game before. You know, he could have had the ping to face. Obviously, the ping to face wouldn't have changed anything. The game would have